Mark, coming at you with another installment. Kind of missed my sidekick, Brian, so we'll let that umbrella be him today. So, you've grown. So, the main thrust of my exercises, however, were standing. Why? Because that's how we function. And so, what I want to back up just a second on is my prehab exercises focused very much on glutes and foot and ankle, because those two body parts are what allow the knee to do what it's going to do. So they drive the knee. So if you train those, you are going to have better knee success. And so that's why I was able to do a lot of the exercises I could do, because I focused on those things instead of just driving through that knee exclusively. So with that in mind, then I started some exercises within my walker here. And the first one I did, because you get a carryover from one side to the other also. And so you want to work both sides. So first thing I did, just making sure I'm secure, so you can use your walker, you could use the back of a chair. This is easier to see filming, but back of a chair, countertop, any of that's good. And the first thing I did, all the weight transferred to my left leg, and all I did was just reach out and toe tap my right, just like this. So the pressure I'm using on that right foot is, I tell people, it's like you're pressing on a raw egg. Don't break the egg. So about 3 to 5 of those. Then, because we train it, or we work and move in all three planes, I added more planes to it. So now I went to the back. Again, 99% of the weight on that left. Here, just toe tapping. But notice the hips are moving. This other side's moving good. That'll also make your ankle move. And all I'm doing is toe tapping here. I'm feeling no pain with those two exercises. So that covered forward and back. Side to side, I'm going to just reach out to the side, just where it's comfortable. I have no increase in pain at all with this exercise. I'm just toe tapping again. And then I go to the other side, because that's the other half of that plane. So I'm just stepping across just where it's easy, no pain, and back. But again, I'm not putting any weight on it. It's just toe tapping it. Third plane, turning. So now just going to rotate the whole body, toe tap again, and back. Just toe tapping, but I'm letting my right foot turn out as I go to toe tap it. So everything is pivoting and rotating. You're getting all this rotation here, and then the other half of that motion, I go to the other side. Same way. And I have none of those 6 exercises that I just did increase my pain at all. So I had nothing with those. So the second thing then, what I did was, again, keeping 3 planes in mind, I took just a normal step, a little bit here. Now, 80% of the weight, I would say, is on my left leg. Right foot's got a little bit more weight in it this time. But what I'm going to do then, because you need the whole body, because your upper back is also driven by all this, which is a big important part of gait. So what I did here, I held on, just something just to make sure that you're safe. Always be safe, okay? Took my right arm and just swang it down and up, just like this. What I am not doing is I'm not shifting all the weight onto my right. Like I said, about 80% on the left, but just nice and easy here. So I'm getting a great leg workout on that left, and I'm getting no pain in that right. Okay. And then second part I did was then I came just up overhead, reaching back. But again, notice that the hips are driving these motions here, and just comfortable and easy, just where you can go to. Again, maintaining that 20% weight on there, okay? No heavier, or again, going to your pain tolerance. So this is not, you're not building muscle right now, okay? So with the foot forward still, right foot. Now I'm going to just take and drive my arm to the left, just like this. Notice the hips are driving. It's driving my foot and ankle on the left. Everything is moving, involved in this. Stand more straight up. And again, just where you can go to. And then the other side, over the top. Getting good thoracic motion, getting good hip motion, getting foot motion more on the left, but it's driving the right also. And again, none of these have caused any pain. Now I'm going to rotate forward and back. Weight shifts the same. Now, because I have been training those, that didn't fatigue my left. Starting off, if you're not familiar with that, or if you're not comfortable with that, if that would be something you would decide to do, then you may have to take a break between all these, which is fine, but that's the way of building yourself up. But keep that in mind too, that it all depends on where you're starting with. Now, part two, you've already guessed it. I put the foot back. Now, again, 80% on the left, 20% or less on the right. So again, I don't have any pain even with that amount of weight through that right leg. Same motions. You're over here. You're over here. Drive the hip. You may not go as far here. There's nothing wrong if, and again, this is my routine. I'm not saying this is what you'll do if you come home from a knee surgery or what, and these aren't going to be the exercises that they give you, just to be clear. Not that there's anything wrong with the other ones, but it's okay to bring your foot closer if you need to. So just get a comfortable position, but make sure you're letting the arm drive the upper back, letting it drive the hip back and forth. Then wherever you're comfortable here, side to side here. Again, notice making a nice long curve. And again, by keeping the weight on the left, I have no pain on the right. Turning. Just like these. Now, 3 to 5 reps in all these is fine. Okay? You're better off doing lesser reps more often throughout the day than a lot of reps less often. And then because I can't let well enough go, I had to do one more, again, based on tolerance. But one thing I will tell you, I have not increased my pain level at all from anything I have done so far that we have filmed. And that's important because a lot of times, unfortunately, you get in there and a lot of times you start cranking on knees and all that and going through all this pain and you end up hurting worse afterwards. I have not increased my pain. So the last thing I did a little lunge step leading with the right. Again, 10, 15% weight on it. That's all I'm putting on it. A little bit. Knowing that if I walk, I'm putting my body weight through it. Yeah, approximately with every step I take. So this is gentler than walking, but what you're doing is you're just starting to turn on the muscles, because by loading those muscles in these ways, you turn on the little things in there that tell the muscles to contract and to work, tell the joints where you're at. Took just a little step back. I'm letting pain be my guide. I've got no pain with it. A little bit of step to the side, not going out too far, because remember, if they cut you in here, you don't want to pull that in too much and pull on that repair right now. So just a little step out here, about 20%, shifting the weight to it. Just a little bit, because just to get you comfortable with weight bearing for your walking. A little bit to the side. Now, on this one, I'm not even crossing over. I'm just going equal as my other foot, because that's comfortable to me. And then a little bit of a lunge step to the left, right. Minimal weight on it, but a little bit to load it, but staying in good positions so that you are learning to turn these muscles back on. And then a little bit to the left. So we've covered all 6 different planes of motion, the way that the body works. And that's important because you have to retrain these muscles, these joints, the fascia, all the connective tissues, how to start returning back on again, because you lose that with the swelling and a lot with the pain and just the trauma of surgery. So it's an easy way to get it back. My pain is less than a 1 right now after completing that whole round. So that's what I'm looking at. And that's why I'm doing these kind of things, because they're functional. They are also not creating the pain that wants to make everything guard. If you have further questions, contact us at fitness4lifept.com.